Hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode. We really appreciate you joining us. This podcast really shows us how we can all learn, live, and thrive off of each other. By sharing our knowledge through our conversations, we will impart some knowledge whilst learning ourselves how to progress even further. Here is your host.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen. It's an engaging and enlightening talk show on life, relationships, and the business of life. Grab a cup of juice and just chill. Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen. Live life. Live fully.
Now, Laurie Disney, one side, life is a balance. You don't always need to be getting stuff done. Sometimes it's perfectly okay and absolutely necessary to shut down, kick back, and do nothing. Hi, this is Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen, and I'm your host, Omobola Stephen. Don't forget, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Omobola Stephen, and listen to Miss episodes. Perhaps you're on iTunes Listen Notes or Podcast Addict, or you purchase on iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and Josephine, on Castbox and Deezer. You can search for Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen to catch up Miss episodes of my talk show. Now let's get to it. Balance, balance, balance. Challenge of the century. How important is it, and how do you achieve it? Now let me share a bit of my cousin Ellen's story in balance. Interestingly, she'd come to accept the reality of being a single mother, raising two sons, 5-year-old Sean and 2-year-old Frank. As you can see, her hands are very full. Between the kids' needs and the never-ending running around, she does an incredible job and seems to be coping well. So, when I asked her how she created balance and kept herself sane, she said, Omobola, for me, it was all about making mental adjustments. I gave up my high standards around the home. If half of the house is clean at any one time, that's good enough. I also decided to accept the fact that I will have less income and less personal time during this stage of my life. I deliberately took the focus off any lack and concentrate on what I do have. My 2 boys are healthy and I'm grateful for that, and at the time we spend together. Friends and neighbors provide invaluable support also. Just being able to have a chat on the phone or enroll another pair of hands to help is satisfying. And you know what? That's all she said. But really for me, it's a take-home by every standard. I mean, every standard.
Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine.
people think it's impossible to live a balanced lifestyle without being wealthy or enjoying a leisurely retirement. I quite agree. Acquiring a satisfying balance between work and family, with time for personal and spiritual growth, fun, friends, and realization, household cares, community activities, and vacation is unrealistic and virtually unattainable for most women today. I know that managing a busy life is a daunting proposition despite the latest technologies at our fingertips. The two most common statements that I hear are, I always seem to be rushing because there's never enough time, and I just wish my life was simpler and more meaningful. Those were the words that I hear often. Now, to the words of Brian Dyson, the former VCO and CEO of Coca-Cola, he said, imagine life as a game in which you're juggling some 5 balls in the air. You'd name them work, family, health, friends, and spirit. And now you're keeping all of this in the air. You will soon understand that work is a rubber ball. If you drop it, it will bounce back. But the other 4 balls, that are family, health, friends, and spirit, are made of glass. If you drop one of them, they will be irrevocably scuffed, marked, nicked, damaged, or even shattered. They will never be the same again. You must understand that and strive for balance in your life. He said you must understand that and strive for balance in your life. Now, the philosophy of balance still being touted by some self-help expert doesn't fit anymore. We can have it all and do it all, that's what they say. But that's not even close to being within the grasp of most women and men. The word balance implies equality. It suggests spending equal amounts of time and energy in all areas of life. But most of us, that's impossible. For working mothers in particular, family life collides with job requirements. Hustled to hustled, and the urge too many people are experiencing too much stress and feeling out of control. We have become prisoners of time, desperately seeking the illusion of a wonderful balanced way of life. Oops! There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to defining balance. Did you hear that? There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to defining balance. Balance depends on our personalities and our particular set of circumstances. As women, we go through many stages, including being single, getting married, and raising family. Some of us experience divorce or become widowed, and eventually we all must deal with retirement. Balance differs with each stage, and I know you will agree with me. Right now, for you, balance is probably quite different than it is for me. You may be a single parent raising 2 children and working a full-time job. Prioritizing your time, having a strong support network, outsourcing and delegating effectively will all be high on your checklist. Spending special time with the children and paying attention to special care will also be important in order for you to enjoy a good balance in your life. Now, for me, I'm at the empty stage right now. Emptiness stage. Balance for me is working on flexibility mode and feeling fulfilled by it. Most of my jobs really are online. That's it, absolutely. Self-care, spiritual development, staying healthy and having time for me. Primarily, relationship with my loved ones. Finding balance involves too many issues. Time and stress. Time and stress, they are interrelated. With more time, you feel less stress. That is it. The big question is, how do you find more time and reduce your stress? Now, the bad news is that there isn't any more time. There isn't. You only get 1,440 minutes every day. What makes the difference is how you use the time. Use it skillfully, and I'm telling you now, and you can enjoy a better balance. Waste it, and you will feel like you're always on a treadmill, racing to catch up. Really, but that's the truth. Now let's see. Strategies that are successful in the business world need to be adopted on the home front with the same tenacity, discipline, and focus. Prioritizing and scheduling are paramount. So, 2 is making sure that what you do is in harmony with your values. Let me repeat myself. Making sure that what you do is in harmony with your values. That's very important. Delegating also effectively and outsourcing will free more time for you. Downsizing and simplifying your life will free up more energy. More energy. Now let's talk about steps for creating balance in your life. I'll be right back.
Love
and gentlemen, you are listening to Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen. It's an engaging and enlightening talk show on life, relationships, and the business of life. Grab a cup of juice and just chill. Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen. Live life. Live fully.
Now to the steps for creating balance in your life. Number one step is for you to embrace a healthy lifestyle. Your health is bound to affect every other aspect of your life. Now that's important. It's also important to invest in your physical and mental well-being. Eat healthy, get plenty of sleep, stay hydrated, and work out regularly. That's number one. Number two, take a break. Take some time off to unwind, relax and recharge. It could be a couple of hours a day or during the weekends. Now go ahead and switch off your laptops and smartphones and engage. Read a book, meditate, go for a jog or talk to a loved one. Yeah, I know. I know you want to see who pinged you 5 minutes ago or check how many people double tapped on your latest Instagram or Facebook post. I know that, but I need to let you understand that it is not that important. All of this can wait. They can wait. Similarly, don't trade your sleep for work. Overworking or overthinking about work-related issues at home doesn't just elevate stress, it also kills productivity and can damage your relationships. Once you're done for the day, take your mind off work. Take your mind off work. Number three, avoid negativity. Adopting a positive mindset and staying away from negative influences is essential for inner peace and happiness. Stay away from toxic people as much as possible. Now, also practice gratitude. Avoid self-criticism and do at least one thing every day that makes you happy. This is what I'm doing now. Podcasting makes me happy. Happy and fulfilled. Number four, learn to prioritize. Creating balance is about examining what is truly important and what isn't, and evaluating how more time and energy should invest in things that matter to you. Now the question is it really necessary to answer work email while you're at a family dinner party? Is it? Is it buying a fancy fragrance more important than saving money for a down payment on your dream house? Is it? Now, go ahead and assess your priorities regularly to stay focused, effectively manage your time, and prevent burnout. Very critical. Number five, pamper yourself. Now, this is sweet. Occasionally spending some time to self-care can do wonders for your mood, mental health, and self-esteem. Once in a while, set aside some time just for yourself. Schedule a visit to the spa, go for shopping for fun, or eat at a favorite restaurant. And if you want to unwind without making a dent in your bank account, just listen to music, take a long bubble bath, or just sleep in. Whoosh! That's some fun, man. Making this adjustment really requires a different way of thinking. It takes innovative planning and focus. It really takes that. Creating the type of balance the best for you may require considerable effort. Now, the first step is to clearly define what balance means to you. Then make a list of the rewards you will enjoy for attaining it. Nice one. Now, as I round up my discussion, I remember the words of Etty Scrooge, who said, "You will never feel truly satisfied by work until you're satisfied by life." There you go. Thanks for listening. Ciao.
Why don't we say that it's too late for us now? Why do we stay when I blame you for the things that weigh me down?